we kick off with the announcement, and it's Vince McMahon introducing Stephanie McMahon and Triple H. Now, we can say all we want about Stephanie McMahon shoehorning herself into this situation, and tonight we'll avoid that because, believe me, Alex Pawlowski and myself will get at least 3 more opportunities to talk about this in the future. So instead, what we'll talk about is the first ever all-women's WWE pay-per-view event. It's going to be titled WWE Evolution. October, Nassau Coliseum. 50 women, Trish and Lita, have already been confirmed. They made a point to say, then, now, forever will be involved. Your thoughts on hearing this? I mean, it's a big step. 110 pay-per-view cards have featured exclusively men in the past. This will be the first for women.
Yeah. That little stat there. 100. There have been 110 exclusively male pay-per-views in the past. So all you trolls on Twitter with, they would never put on an all-male pay-per-view. This is bull. They have.
Were there people that said that?
Oh yeah, it's the standard thing of this is just reverse discrimination. Screw those people. They can all F off all the way, and twice on Sunday. But this is great. It's a long time coming for this group of women. This group of women, the past few years on the main roster at NXT, have absolutely earned this spot. It's going to be great. And listen, there are all female, like whole a franchise or whatever you want to call it, that operate all over the world. So just having this on one show, that's relatively minor. This is going to be great. It's not, as far as I know, it's not like instead of something else. It's in addition to other things, and that's pretty awesome. And from my point of view, what I hope for, because I know they said Raw, SmackDown, NXT titles all are going to be on the line, as well as the finals of the Mae Young Classic. I think that's a great way to do Mae Young Classic this year. But in addition to all that, I really hope we get some cross matches. I want to see Bianca Belair versus Nia Jax or something crazy across from NXT up.
I want to see Bianca deadlift gorilla press Nia Jax.
Let's see it. Let's see it. If anybody can do it, it's Bianca Belair. So
I would love for them to really embrace the then, now, forever. Like, I mean, there are things like, Ronda Rousey is going to be there and she's going to wrestle. But if you're still you're trying to bide some time until she can really get her ducks in a row in the ring, I would do something funny like, Eva Marie returns and she finally wrestles, and then she makes up an excuse in the ring, gets armbarred, and that's a wrap. That's a wrap. The environment for this show, I think, is going to be a wild environment. It's going to be a good environment. I think it'll be sort of like the one-night stand environment. You're going to get the feeling of something special, something different. No announcement of the rumored tag team titles, although Leather by Dan did confirm those belts have been commissioned and or made, although they were also commissioned and or made for the 205 Live titles too, and those are nowhere.
Yeah. With the 205 Live thing, I'm wondering if they realize they kind of only have 3 tag teams. You know what I mean? Like, they don't have a very broad roster to be able to like have a whole tag division. And then they broke up their top tag team in Tozawa and Itami. So as far as women go, it's a weird thing. Like, I don't think you need one for each brand. I think it'd be kind of cool if it floated. Like if the tag title holders are on Raw, over on SmackDown you have a 2-week tournament between 4 teams to see who's the #1 contender for the next dual branded pay-per-view. And then you could, if it switches brands, then you got to do that. You can do that over again. I think that's a cool way of keeping it fresh and being able to get it on both shows.